latte.
Cappuccino, 2 sugars.
Mocha.
Skim flat white.
Short black or strong cappuccino.
Cafe culture is big business, and according to Australian Beverages Council, coffee consumption makes up most of a person's weekly caffeine intake. But it's not all about caffeine when it comes to coffee. So let's find out more about this ancient berry. So Joseph, tell me how you go about creating the perfect coffee blend.
Well, it's an interesting question, George. We source beans from all around the world. Each origin has different characteristics. We might get beans from Brazil that have really, really strong body, or coffee from Colombia that's got really good flavours and acidity. If we tried to have a coffee that was just from one origin, you might find that the acidity is really high, or that bitterness. And so it might be not as pleasant, whereas if you create that balance of beans and put them together, then you get a really, really good balance and complex flavours.
I have 1 a day, usually after the gym.
3 a day.
Have 1 at 9 o'clock,
Maximum of 2.
1 at lunchtime, and then 1 as a pick-me-up in the afternoon.
So how much caffeine is in a coffee blend, and does the type of bean affect that?
There are 2 distinct types, which is the Robusta and the Arabica. We use the Arabica here because it's a better quality bean. Arabica beans have more of the flavours and the sugars and the oils that we want to try to get out of the coffee. They've got a lower caffeine content and probably better for you because they're not as harsh.
And does the amount of caffeine, can you taste it in terms of the flavour?
Not necessarily. It doesn't change the flavour. It all depends on the way it's processed though. If you've got espresso beans, you're going to have a better flavour in coffee, but the beans that they use for an instant coffee normally comes from a cheaper quality bean. So already it's got the higher caffeine content. What they also do is they freeze dry it so it dissolves in water. And that's why you lose the flavour.
I think coffee's pretty bad for me, but I drink it anyway.
I understand it lowers your blood pressure.
I think coffee's good for me.
I think it might be a bit bad for me.
I don't think coffee's bad for you.
I guess it depends on how many you have a day.
Ginny, what are the benefits of coffee?
So many benefits, George. Number 1, it tastes awesome. A good kickstart to your day. Number 2, it does have a whole heap of long-term health benefits, and everyone tells me they're detoxing off coffee. Wrong, it's so good for you. Pretty much more is more. Up to a peak of 6 coffees a day. The more coffee you drink, the less likely you are to get depression, and that pretty much follows through with dementia, risk of breast cancer, diabetes, liver cancer, Parkinson's disease, risk of stroke.
I know through personal experience you get some fantastic benefits in an athletic sense as well.
Yeah, exactly, and we've got study evidence to back that up. So we know that having a coffee before you do a workout, you get more out of your workout, but also academically, really good for the brain. So if you're sitting an exam, have a bit of a coffee before your exam, you're going to retain facts better.
Well, you hear the good and bad things about caffeine. What are the facts?
Okay, so caffeine is the stuff that's inside the coffee, and it's probably not what is responsible for all the health benefits of coffee. And some people can't cope with caffeine at all. So give you a coffee and they're trembling and they're shaking. If that's you, sorry, guess you're going to have to go decaf. But it's not about the caffeine, it's about the antioxidants in the coffee bean.
So the good news is you don't need to ditch your daily coffee fix, but it's more about controlling your caffeine intake. Oh, thank you.